Hey guys, it's Brad from Team Crimson here, and this is
Zach, the Awesome, or the Onslaught, if you rather, because I'm awesome.
anyways. We're here. Oh, he's also from Team Crimson, by the way.
No, he's not.
He hasn't been on camera. I don't think you've been on camera yet.
No.
You haven't been on camera. Yes, only I've been on camera because I'm awesome. Anyways, we're bringing you a discussion video real quick. We're just talking about G-BT13 Ultimate Stride. Now, we have two separate videos actually talking about the Zeroth Dragons already, so we will not be discussing the Zeroth Dragons at all. We're just going to be talking about the GRs of the set and the triple Rs of the set. And then we'll be talking about what we think of the cards, everything like that. So we'll go ahead and go. We're first going to start off with Angel Feather. And the first card will be, I'll let you actually take that one away.
Alright, so starting off with Angel Feather, it's the grade 3. It's Black Shock Gavrail Prim or Prime. I don't know how to read it.
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime. But it's an angel instead of a robot, which is, lame. But anyway, so this grade 3, it's got the rescue ability, and it's for the Vanguard circle. You choose a card from your hand and put it into the damage zone face up. When it strides, you can choose a card from your damage zone, put it into your hand, choose a card from your damage zone and heal it, and then choose one of your opponent's Vanguards or your Vanguards, and then you perform the damage check. So that's the basic rescue. And then it's got the continuous Vanguard GB2 ability where it's, in order to stride, instead of dropping to grade 3, you counterblast 1 with the rescue ability in order to stride into something with the rescue ability. So, I want to say my thoughts on it and how it improves the deck. I think this card, obviously with the rescue ability, that's pretty cool. And on top of that, you can stride into it without dropping to grade 3. So it's very similar to decks that can just go into it, like have its six grade 3s, kind of like how our friend Javi plays his Luard deck. That way you can have more shields and you can stride basically whenever you want. And you don't have to have that grade 3 in hand, you don't have to rely on it. So that's very nice, it's very neat to have. How it improves the deck and the theme of the deck. I want to say that it would help, obviously, because the rescue ability, it's more rescue cards. And on top of that, I would imagine it's very easy to get to GB2, especially now.
That's pretty much
it's just fairly easy to get to GB2. So basically, that skill is
you just have to stride once and then you're kind of set.
Yeah.
I like it, but I don't. I like the other grades, the other grade 3 Gavrail better because it has the defensive. It has the defensive option, so it stops all of those little pokes, which are so important in the game right now, or it has been important in the game for quite a while. I like the original Gavrail better, but I think it's a solid card. I think it's a pretty good card.
It's almost, if you compare it to, per se, my Nova Grapplers, Victor, it depends on the situation. Whatever situation that you're in, there are some situations where I wanted to get into the original, and then more often than not, I want to get into the newer one because he's better for striding into. It just depends, honestly.
I see. Yeah, I agree. Okay, and then we'll go into the other one, the grade 4. That's Fanatic Seraph Gavrail Eden. And its skill is, that's obviously stride. Rescue 1, act Vanguard Circle once per turn, Soul Blast 1, and choose a face down card from your G zone with the same name as this unit and turn it face up. Choose a card from your damage zone, heal it, choose one of your Vanguards, and deal 1 damage. Also, auto Vanguard Circle when this unit attacks. Choose up to the same number of cards from your damage zone as the number of face-up cards in your G zone. Call them to separate rearguard circle, and they get power +3 until end of turn. and put the same number of cards from the top of your deck as the number of those units into your damage zone face up. I like this card. It can be used for stride and stuff like that too.
Obviously, it has the rescue ability, so that helps with rescue decks.
Yeah. And superior, pretty much superior calling from your drop zone or from your damage zone, and they're able to manipulate the damage zone pretty well. So I think it's a pretty solid card. Especially as a first stride option, I think too. So
it just gets that extra pokes in.
Yeah. I think.
Plus, don't they get power?
Yeah, and when it's attacks too, so yeah, you can swing with some rear guards and then swing with
even
this and then
without
superior
support, they could still hit a Vanguard. Essentially, if they don't get triggers, they
Yeah.
could still hit that Vanguard. So yeah, those tiny pokes. So obviously that helps.
Yeah.
It sounds good to me.
All right, and then so that's pretty much it so far for Angel Feather. What we're gonna do pretty much at the end of each clan, we're gonna discuss how do we think it's gonna impact the metagame for that clan. So, Angel Feather, what do you think?
You know, from what you told me before, they were really good before, like, some cards.
By the way,
got banned.
he's been out of the game for a little while.
Yeah,
so
forgive me if I'm behind.
Apologize.
You know, I actually think that they'll raise up. I don't know to what tier that they are in right now. I want to say maybe tier 2.
Maybe.
I'm not sure if they would raise higher than that though.
Yeah,
honestly.
I'm not sure if this is enough
because it sounds like we had a discussion about this. Usually, let's say maybe tier 1.5 or tier 1s, they usually have things in common, right?
Yes.
Just usual, like even strides in general. But usually those decks have something that focuses on, what was it, toolbox? Restanding Vanguards, or extra drive checks, or I think it's
they can kind of do
also
rescue.
criticals. But so I don't know if it's enough to make it up there like the rest of the 1.5 and 1 decks.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough.
I want to say maybe stick in tier 2. It maybe get better, obviously, but it wouldn't raise up.
You get cool cards, but
yeah.
I don't think it's gonna raise you up anymore. So, all right, we'll go ahead and continue on to Gold Paladin. I will give you the honor of introducing this guy.
Okay, so from once again what I gather, Gold Paladin is pretty epic right now already. Just starting off right now, and then this stride, just by looking at it, obviously it looks like a beast. So you have to just assume it's a beast. But anyway, this is a stride, and it's Helios. What is it? Gurguit Helios, Master Swordsman of First Light, Gurguit Helios. So it's a stride, and it's an act on Vanguard Circle once per turn. It has the Unite ability, so if you call 2 or more rear guards or cards to the guard circle this turn, he gets that Unite ability. You choose a face down card with the same name, and he gets an extra drive check, basically for no reason. If you superior called 2 or more, which I'm sure is easy because it's Gold Paladin, he gets an extra drive check, no reason. And then on top of that, his continuous ability, GB3, if this unit gets 5,000 power for each of your rear guards, and for the battle that this unit attacked, your opponent can't use grade 1s or greater from... Okay, so guard restriction.
Awesome.
Immediately awesome.
And he gains plus power.
Power up. Immediately awesome. And obviously Gold Paladin. So they're going to get all that superior calls most likely because they're that deck.
I've said for a while too that the new grades, not new, it came out a while ago, but there's the grade 3 Gurguit that has the Unite ability. It enables Unite easier, so this guy that'll help this guy even more too. it's freaking Gancelot for Gold Paladins right now.
He gets an extra drive check basically for free.
Yeah, and he gets the 5,000 and the plus power and guard restrictions. So,
which again, I assume it's easy to get to GB3.
And you can do that for Stride. So there you go. Because it's not enough that you already got a pretty awesome first Stride, but this is better. This is obviously a better first Stride option than what you currently have. So.
Man. So it's a beast.
Yeah.
Simple enough. You know, he's really good.
He'll help unite decks. Okay, so again, that's the only card in Gold Paladin. So what is impact on the metagame for Gold Paladins?
You know what? No. I think it's going to be going way up. Like, if you compare it to, once again, we say Gancelot, a free extra drive check, all that power, and guard restriction, and on top of that, they're already doing really good. I think they'd probably go up. I don't know what tier they're in. Are they in tier 2 or tier 1.5? So I feel like they'd possibly raise up to at least tier 1.5.
Yeah, they got some other good solid cards in this set. I kind of agree. I think they're good. The only thing that's going to hinder them a bit is obviously lock, and we're going to be entering into a Link Joker controlled metagame.
Yay!
So exciting!
Chaos Breaker tier 0.
Chaos Breaker. Okay, so yeah, we'll go on, and next clan will be Takakaze. God, I hate these guys sometimes. So the first and only one on our list, Takakaze, grade 4, Destruction, New Emperor, Gaia Devastate. He just sounds devastating.
Just sounds like a beast. Get it?
Pun. Okay, so skill in Auto, Vanguard Circle, and Gorge. Next, Auto, Vanguard Circle. Counterblast 1. Choose face down card from G-Zone with the same card name as this unit. Turn face up. When this unit becomes engorged, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw a card. Choose up to 2 of any player's circles other than Vanguard Circle for each face-up card in your G-Zone, and put all those cards in those circles into the drop zone. If 3 or more of your cards were put, this unit gets plus 10,000, plus 1 critical, plus 1 drive.
Oh my god. Is the skill done?
Yeah, it's done.
Is it over?
It's over, but that's a pretty devastating.
Get it?
That's a pretty devastating skill. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. Yeah, you draw cards. You're countering lock in many ways, and
obviously it chooses the
plus
circle.
Power, plus a critical, and plus a drive. So it's not even enough. It's like one card is not enough. We're gonna give you 5 cards. How's that sound?
But yeah, not a fan.
Not a fan.
I hate it. It's not fair.
It's too good.
It's too good.
It's too good. I'm saying.
God,
because it's too good.
Okay, so obviously, it's good.
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
It's gonna be pretty good. How does it improve the deck or the theme with the Engorge? Obviously, it's a good card, so obviously it's going to make the game better.
Some of the Engorge can call themselves back after they've been eaten. So it's a super. I faced the deck many times, and it's kind of fun to play against. I've never played it myself, played the deck myself, but it's fun to play against, and I've also gotten just whooped by it before too, plenty of times, because I myself tend to forget, because I'm stupid sometimes. I forget that Engorge isn't GB restricted, so I forget that because I'm dumb. But yeah, it's this is only going to help. This is really good. This is just a super solid card, and it's meta Takakaze.
I'm not sure if they've ever actually been up there. Yeah,
I think they're tier 2, but they're. I don't know. I
would imagine
label them as a pretty high tier 2, because they're just able. They are able to just push. So, and they're able to do very well. So even against tier 1 decks. So I think they'll do well.
I think it'll I don't know if it'll grow exactly, but I know that it will for sure. At least it'll stay up there in the tier 2 area. If it doesn't grow, it's a good card and all, but once again, it doesn't have those same skills as some of the tier 1.5 and 1 decks. So I don't know if it'll exactly raise above tier 2, but it'll definitely raise within tier 2, even higher than it already is. So
all right. So the next one.
Now we're going on to Murakumo. The Stride is Law Deity of 5th Caution Yasue Goma. Now, his skill is act once per turn, Soul Blast a card, choose a face down card from your G zone, and turn it face up. It has to have the same card name. And choose a card from your rear guard circle or drop zone. Search a card with the same name, call it to rear guard, shuffle your deck, and at the end of the turn, return the card that was called to your hand. So obviously, adds cards to your hand, and that's nice.
You can search PGs.
So that's also nice. And then its Shadow Stitch ability is GB3. At the end of the battle, that each unit attacked a Vanguard. If it did not hit, choose 5 units, and they gain 5,000 power and a critical. So, just...
Alright, Yasue Genma. I play Murakumo, and I feel like this card is going to be really busted.
Oh my God.
First off, 5,000 and a crit to up to 5 rear guards. And a lot of rear guards can attack from the back row. And they're coming out with one in this pack that can restand. So, it's a lot of power, it's a lot of attacks, plus a critical. And by the time I hit 3rd Stride, you're at 5 damage anyway, so you have to guard the attacks. It's going to be bogus.
It's a good card.
I feel like it's going to surprise some people with this new Murakumo support.
Are you done?
That's Matt, by the way. He's also on our team, and he's our chief Murakumo player.
He
so
probably weighs
The
300
stealth rogue.
Shut up.
he easily weighs in excess of 500, 520.
Why didn't you knock Brad over? I was rudely
I'm sorry, I was
interrupted.
just waiting for my entry, and like I was gonna jump on you both, and like he still had his phone out, so I didn't want to like jump on his phone.
Alright, so anyways,
Yeah.
thoughts
pretty
on
good,
Murakumo
pretty
meta
good.
game?
I don't know how. I mean, you could obviously use it whenever you want because there are multiple cards in that deck that push to soul, and obviously calling from the drop zone is pretty nice. But honestly, sometimes I think the game is usually ended before you get into him. From experience, I know the last one. What is it? Yasue Tenma, just calls and calls and calls and calls. It depends, obviously. I know he's a solid card. He's pretty good. The GB3 with the 5,000 and a crit to every one of your rear guards, 5 max. That's pretty epic. And as well, like Matt explained, they have cards that attack from the back row, as long as you have a Vanguard with the Yasue, which is obvious. So, honestly, I think it would improve the deck as well.
I think it's going to improve the deck, but Murakumo is just
Hot garbage.
sorry, Matt. Murakumo is just non-existent from the metagame, so it will definitely impact the deck. It'll definitely make the deck better, but as far as impacting the meta, I don't think it's going to do.
And I'm not
too much.
sure 100% if it would even go higher within its respective category as tier 2.
Tier 2?
Tier 3. Tier 0.
Tier
Tier
non-existent.
It's tier 5.
It's
Tier
tier
non-existent.
So,
it's non-existent. No, it's
okay, but it's not the worst.
It's not
It's
the worst
fun to
deck
play.
ever, but it's not the best deck
It's
ever.
it's fun to play.
Like
it's fun to play
like I
against.
said, it's hot
And-
garbage.
Yeah.
Absolute trash. You know, nobody should play it. Nobody should lay their hands on those cards.
better.
They're all I'm better. So
Just
play my deck.
Just play my deck. Okay. Anyways, now moving on to the best of the.
I want to cry.
Okay, so Kagero. It's okay. He's my brother.
I lose all the time to them.
Kagero, yay, grade 3. Dragonic Overlord of Destiny. Woo! Alright, let's do this. Okay, so Auto Vanguard Circle, Soul Blast 1. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle from hand or at the beginning of your ride phase, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of any fighter's circles other than Vanguard Circle and put all cards on that circle into the drop zone. Yeah, so I'm concentrated on lock cards. And resist. Yay! Ching.
Of course.
But that's also any fighter's rearguard circle, so I can get rid of my own locked cards
And replace it.
and replace it.
Because Kagero.
Because we do what we want.
Bullshit.
And then secondary skill, Auto Vanguard Circle, counter +1. When your G unit strides, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your opponent's rear guards, retire it. Look at 7 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 card with Overlord and its card name from among them, and put that into your hand and shuffle your deck. So not only do on stride, I get not only on ride and then, or before I even stride, I can retire something that counters lock and counters resist, but then on stride, I can also retire something and then search for an Overlord to add to hand, which will help with later. So this guy's awesome. I love him so much.
Trash. He is the definition of hot garbage.
He's super jelly.
No. I'm not jealous. I'm just infuriated is probably the word. Because Kagero is...
He's super jelly.
I lose to them a lot.
Okay, I'm also gonna read. I'm the chief Kagero expert, so I'm also gonna read the grade 4 because he's pretty good.
He's trash compared to,
All right, so Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon, Dragonic Overlord the Purge.
No.
All right, so act Vanguard Circle once per turn. Choose a face down card from your G zone. Turn it face up and choose a card with Overlord and its card name from your hand. Put it into your soul. If the number of cards in your opponent's damage zone is 4 or less, choose one of your opponent's Vanguard. Deal 1 damage. All trigger effects are nullified for that damage check. Woo! Dealing damage.
Because
Always fun. And that's where obviously the Destiny comes into hand, so we can search out our
It fuels the fire.
Yes.
Get it?
Pun intended. And then continuous Vanguard Circle, Generation Break 3. This unit's drive is equal to the number of cards in your opponent's damage zone.
I want to cry.
Psych D4, 5 drive checks. Good times. It's pretty much what I thought it was going to be. I said this a while ago. I said at a card shop just like a week before this was revealed, because some of the support cards had already been revealed. I was like, it's going to deal damage and it's going to restand. I was half right. No restanding, but it definitely deals the damage and it nullifies the trigger, which is great.
I'm actually kind of disappointed though that it doesn't restand. It's like one of the first Overlords that actually does not restand. It's different. I mean, it does a lot. It upsets me, but
the cross didn't restand.
No, but he also Legion with a
Legion
restand.
with the
So I still want to count it, but at the same time, yeah, he's a good card.
He's a good card. I think he's
cry.
very good. It's kind of sad though, because it's like immediately makes Blade Master just not necessarily hot garbage, but it's not as good anymore. So Overlord is back, baby, back with a vengeance. But bye bye Blade Master. So it kind of blows that I just spent, and some other people as well that are Kagero players just spent all this money for Blade Master. And
Ziegenberg brought back Kagero from the dead, and then
Ziegenberg's still going to be in the deck.
No, yeah, he's still going to be in the deck. No way, no. He's definitely going to be in there. You got to keep him in there. He's still awesome. But it's just like, it's not that he's obsolete. It's more like, I would imagine that you'd be wanting to use him more often now. Just because all those drive checks, for 1. For 2, dealing damage. It gets them to that damage, the 5 max.
Yep.
That way you can use his skill easy as hell.
And you could use more critical triggers and less draws because you're drawing so much with him.
I kind of want to cry. Like, I want to just roll into a ball and pout because I ask for resist, and then these cards will get around them easy.
He's been begging for resist for a while.
Nova Grapplers needed resist, and then of course,
it's like, give me a resist unit.
now we don't even. Now we might as well not have resist.
It's like, ask for one.
And then this extra booster pack,
One resist unit.
the Galaxy Stargate, we're gonna get that resist unit. But guess what? It's gonna be useless. Yeah.
Good times. Yeah, so impact on metagame for Kagero.
Yeah, it's going up.
I think they're 1.5-ish. 1.5 right now.
Tier 0.
No.
Immediately.
I don't know. We might stand a chance of getting in that tier 1 spot. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think it's gonna help. It's not gonna hurt. It's gonna help. All right. So let's move on. We're moving on to the final one of this, at least of our discussion and stuff, which is the majority of the damn set, which is Aquaforce. So we will go ahead and get into the grade 3, the new guy on the block. Did you want to read him, or you want me to read him?
You know what? You go ahead. You're on a roll.
Is your phone now? We're gonna do your phone.
No, phone died.
All right. Anyways, I guess I'm reading now. Okay. Blue Wave Marshal Valios. I think I'm saying his name right.
No.
Auto Vanguard Circle Counterblast 1 at the beginning of your ride phase. You may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to one card with Blue Wave in its card name from your hand. Call it to Rearguard Circle, and it gets power +2 until end of turn. If you called a card, draw a card. Auto Vanguard Circle Soul Blast 1 card with Blue Wave in its card name. When your G unit with Blue Wave in its original card name strides, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your opponent's Vanguards. Until end of turn, its power increases or decreases to 11, and its power cannot increase or decrease other than with this effect or the shield of the Guardians. So he stops little pokes. Stops all those power gains.
Which Aquaforce definitely needs, because
Aquaforce
all
does
their
have
tiny
pokes.
little pokes immediately are stopped because trigger.
Yep.
You know, so he definitely improves the Blue Wave for sure.
Well,
Good card.
Blue Wave's again non-existent kind of. Sorry, Aquaforce players, but Blue Wave's just kind of somewhat non-existent. Now Aquaforce is back with a vengeance now, with this set.
Getting way too much support.
Now this is the better one. This is the better one, at least in my opinion. In my opinion, I think Thavis is a really good deck, and it's only getting better. So new grade 3 for you guys. Champion of Storms, Thavis. So auto Vanguard Circle. When your G unit strides, choose up to one card from your hand. Call it to Rearguard Circle. Choose one of your rear guards until end of turn. It gets continuous Rearguard Circle resist. Then, if that rearguard has the wave ability, it gets continuous Rearguard Circle. This unit can attack from the back row. Also, auto Rearguard Circle once per turn. Generation Break 2, wave first or fourth time only. Counterblast 1 at the end of the battle that this unit attacked. You may pay the cost if you do stand this unit. So yeah, the obviously this is a great card. This is a super solid card.
On-stride skill is really good too.
On-stride giving resist and able to swing from back row, so enabling all those multi-swings.
Now, it may also be, once again, obsolete just because of the fact that resist cards are going to be able to be basically pointless to, like, Kagero, for example. In this pack alone, it's going to be...
But it's during...
your turn.
It's only during... If I'm the Kagero
so that
player,
would help against...
I'm only able to retire during my turn, so it's not going to help... It's going to help still with their stuff with Denial Griffin and everything like that. I won't be able to get rid of some of their stuff.
Once again, decks that would immediately be shut down by your Denial Griffin garbage.
I like that this is kind of similar in vein to your Victor that can be used on Rearguard Circle. So it's got the Rearguard ability of being able to restand. So again, enabling multi-attacks. Those little pokes, that's what counts. Yeah, I think it's a. I think it's a really.
Okay. He's good.
I think it's a good card.
Oh, it's just I guess it depends. What build you want to do. Because Valios would be really good because of the whole. Obviously, your opponent's Vanguard sticks at the 11K, so it stops them from not being able to hit them with any more damage or let all those attacks through. But obviously this card is really good too just because it stops Kagero players from retiring on their battle phase.
I'm definitely interested in seeing what Valios has to do in the metagame, but I think Thavis has kind of just been teetering on the meta for quite a while, and then you occasionally see him top, and he is just a super solid deck, and it's just waiting for something to kind of push it over the edge, and I think some of this stuff might do that. Okay, so we'll move on to grade 4s. This is the grade 4 triple R of the set. Blue Wave Marshall Dragon Flood Hazard Dragon.
Sounds beast.
Yeah, he just sounds beast. Okay, so
I just imagine the orange triangle sign. Like, there's a flood. There's gonna be a flood.
Okay, so auto Vanguard Circle. Counterblast 1. Choose a face down card from your G zone with the same card name as this unit and turn it face up. Choose 2 cards from your hand and discard them. At the end of the battle, that's your rear guard with Blue Wave and its card name attack. If you have a heart card with Blue Wave and its card name, and it is the 4th battle of this turn, you may pay the cost. If you do, stand this unit, and it gets drive -3.
That
Continuous
sounds rough at first.
Continuous Vanguard Circle Generation Break 3. This unit gets drive +1, and all of your rear guards with Blue Wave in their card name in their front row get +2,000.
So, essentially, instead of going down from triple drive all the way to no drive checks at all, it would get you 1 drive check. And on top of that, it would continuously give your rear guards in the front row enough power to hit the Vanguard with the 11Ks, if they're 9Ks, and they don't gain power on their own.
Which most of them do.
And obviously, this is all going on after he attacked, so after you already did triple drive. So you could drop those 2 cards after the triple drive and then attack again with 1 drive check. That's pretty neat.
I'm just super thankful that it's Blue Wave only. So, I think Valios is good, and I think the Blue Wave support in this set is really, really good. But I do think Thavis is slightly better. But like I said, I am wondering what Valios is going to do in the metagame, especially because of this card. This is a first stride card.
You can do it.
You could do it.
First stride if you wanted to.
It's still effective, but it's not as effective. But it's still effective.
Implies that damage, so that's nice. And obviously, you could possibly gain hand. So that's nice.
Damage.
That's nice.
Yeah. So then, moving on to the Beast. The Beast of the set, in my opinion.
Trash.
He's trash. We're so angry.
Garbage.
The GR for Aquaforce, and he is Marshal General of Wave Honor, Alexandros.
Bro, that name.
That name's epic.
That name, though.
Okay, so very simple, but very... Okay.
Effective.
So, auto, Vanguard Circle, Wave, 2nd to 3rd time only. Counterblast 1 and choose a face-down card from your G zone and turn it face up. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose 2 of your rear guards, stand them, and they get power +5 until end of turn for each face-up card in your G zone. So, yeah, you're standing 2 rear guards, and they're getting
power.
A crap ton of power. And that's first stride, and beyond that, you can just keep using him. I think he's a definite 4 in the set.
On top of that, depending on what you use it with.
I don't know. You could
rear guards that restand with their own skills.
You could easily play. I don't know. I think he's really good. And you actually don't have to play 4 of him because he's GR. He won't have to flip up himself, but he's really, really good. Really good.
Trash.
Super sexy. All right, so after that discussion, now what do you think Aquaforce metagame?
You know, with obviously Valios at keeping them at 11k for those little tiny pokes to go through. I know from just playing Murakumo, those little pokes can do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Just you have to drop shield after shield after shield, and it hurts a lot. And then Valios keeping them at that 11k, so all those attacks can go through. That's still 5k, 5k, 5k. So he'll definitely help, especially with Flood Hazard, because obviously restanding Vanguard on first stride, that upsets me. And then we got Thavis, who obviously, like you said, he was teetering. I feel like he might finally tip.
Yeah,
maybe go over.
I think he will. Thavis is just one of those decks it's like they've given him everything. It's like, here's everything, but for some reason you're still not going, so it's like, now here's some more crap. Because it's been a while since Aquaforce has had support, but this is some good quality support. I'd even argue a little too much good quality support.
The pack is filled.
The pack is filled with good quality support.
Honestly, yeah, I think that Aquaforce could improve. It'll do better, I think.
I think it's gonna be tier 1 for sure. So yeah, that's it from us guys. That's it for the Ultimate Stride reveal. We will be coming at you guys with even more content sometime later this week, we're hoping, and we will. Please like and subscribe. Please follow us, and we will be back with you shortly. See you later.